crazy mother.
What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, soul visionaries and potential soul visionaries out there. I am your host, Rod Corner. You are now rocking with the mobile version of the Soul Vision Podcast. You know that place where we keep it unfiltered and raw. We talk about anything from porn to politics. We'll even talk about the things you might have heard or even saw. Now, the Joe Budden Podcast had a discussion about the Grammys and things of that nature. You know me, hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, I'm not a stan of anyone, but you know, I just got onto this whole back into the music to where I actually started really delving off deeper into people besides the music, right? Or deeper into their music and stuff like that, because for a long time hip-hop was dead to me. Okay, like I said, they were talking about all the Grammy stuff, and Kendrick, the Clips, Chance the Rapper, Jid, and then I got a couple other folks or whatever. Well, what came about is they're tired of seeing Kendrick win. Now, if I'm not mistaken, folks are tired of Kendrick not dropping enough music, taking long vacations between albums. Now this man pop out, have an incredible run. Now y'all tired of him winning. Joe says he should step to the back and let somebody else win. Come on, bro. Would you let somebody beat you out for Podcaster of the Year? You know, if you could help it? No, you wouldn't. You know, somebody, you know, they were all just really going back and forth. Somebody said the album was trash. The GNX album was trash. I guess his name was Amani. Said, hey, you know, it didn't age well. Bro, did you see that tour? That tour that this man just, this incredible historical tour this man was on? Stadium tour that he was on. Stadium tour. He wasn't just on a regular. It was called the GNX Tour. It's about to start back up again in Australia in December. And you said that the album didn't age well? Come on, bro. Luther stayed number one for 12 weeks. Now, don't get me wrong. If the Clips beat him out, man, I ain't got no problem with that. Because, hey, Malice and Push came back with a vengeance. That Let God Sort Them Out is a banger. But GNX is a banger. You know, I like both of them. I'm satisfied with either one winning album of the year, to be totally honest with you. Haven't heard Chance the Rapper. Didn't even know he had anything out. I'm going to peep him out, though. I'm going to see what it's about. But I didn't even know he had anything out. Jid has a nice project. You know, I think these people, man, especially the guy Ish, you know, he really didn't like Kendrick from the get, you know, the get go. You know, these guys are like strong Drake lovers in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but like I said, you are entitled to your own opinion. Let me let that trump everything, right? You are entitled to your own opinion. But for you to say the album didn't age well and not explain why it didn't age well, you know, that's what make it look like it's something besides the album didn't age well. It just makes it look like it's a personal thing. You know, this man Kendrick still hadn't said a word, just been minding his own business, but his lyrics keep ringing true. It's like, y'all make this man seem like a damn prophet. You know, when he dropped GNX, all y'all fools they was just up and, oh man, they jumping around. Oh man, they dancing and shit. And then, you know, you go back to Kendrick lyrics, so he says, hey, if they tell you love, it's love, you've been lied to. You know, everybody ain't gonna like you. And you're starting to find that out. Now he's winning too much. You know, you're mad because he received a plethora of Grammys for Not Like Us. Not Like Us is a generational song. You're not going to see that probably too often. Not at all. You're not going to see that. You know, one of the guys said, they want to see the Clips win it because the Clips has been doing the same thing, forever. They've been standing on business. I mean, Kendrick has been basically, what I see of his career has always been one that's like, sort of like Prince. Prince ain't gonna give you the same album, back to back. Prince is out there. Prince gonna be rocking with the Revolution. Then he out there with the new power generation. Prince switching it up, You can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at the Clips for being creative with the same topics and dropping it and making this shit funky. I can't be. I'm definitely not mad at it. So, just listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and you say, "Wow, bro, how do you win too much?" Then they call him a Grammy darling, as if someone just said, "You know what? Just give it to Kendrick." Nope, he ain't got no album this year, but fuck it, just give it to him. Just pretend like he had an album and let's give it to him. It's like, damn, how was the man a Grammy darling? Wow. It's like he didn't work hard to get where he's at. This man put in a ton of work, and that concert, man, was off the chain. He toured with SZA, sold it out. Then y'all said he couldn't sell it out without SZA. Did it without SZA. He went overseas and sold it out. I guess, you know what? I guess in one instance, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Well, like I said, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's just, wow. I like when people say they don't like something. Like when people ask me, what don't I like about Drake? I hate his voice. His voice, like Eminem's voice. I don't like their voices, right? I just don't like it. Do I think Drake does have a couple songs I can listen to, but it's not, I don't want to listen to Drake like back to back. I don't think he's a good rapper. He's damn sure not in the greatest rapper category because you're not a lyricist. He's a performer. He's not a great performer either. So, no. I like people that write their own shit. If I'm going to call you one of the greatest rappers, you have to write your own shit. How the hell can we put Drake in the greatest rapper category next to Rakim? Come on, man. KRS-One. The Big Daddy Kane, the Ice Cubes, the Scarfaces. Come on, man. The Pacs. See, y'all basing it off numbers, and I'm quite sure if the internet was prevalent back then when we were coming up, they'd probably be doing the same kind of numbers too. They had to actually get out here and work to get their music out. So, I guess if you're gonna have a strong opinion like the album didn't age well, at least come up with, at least tell folks why it didn't age well to you. Instead of trying to come out and say, I ain't compromising myself for no niggas out here. Nobody's asking you to compromise, bro. They're just merely saying it sounds weird for you to say something that didn't age well when that album is still banging, when the tour is still sold. The tour is still sold out. He introduced the world. He dropped that album last year in November, I believe. Dropped that boy randomly with no rollout. Everybody went crazy. Performed that joint at the Super Bowl. Gave you a preview of what the concert was going to look like. Did the concert, sold that boy out. Standing room, people, because from what I was hearing from the Drake fans, nobody knows Kendrick's music. Man, them people overseas, man, was going nuts. They were liver overseas than they were at here. So, I don't know, man. Hey, to each his own. You're entitled to your own opinion. Hey, what y'all think out there, man? I mean, do you all think that Kendrick is a Grammy darling, as they say? Did he work his ass off to get to this spot? I mean, was it handed to him? Man, just give me some comments, man. Give me some feedback, man. Let's have some dialogue, And like, share, subscribe, comment, please. Always comment, please. And remember, it's 2025. We're going to rise and fly. We seek improvement and not approval. Peace.